Hey everyone, I'm Matthew Osborn, and this is my Week 8 update of the 100 Book Challenge. Alright, so if you started the 100 Book Challenge back when I did, there are a little over 4 weeks left in the challenge from right now in Week 8 or the end of Week 8. Which is an exciting thing, but it's also a little bit of a scary thing. It's an exciting thing for me because at the very beginning I was very unsure if I was able to get 100 books a week just going to libraries and thrift stores. Um, but as you know, I've been able to do that every single week. So I'm excited for that. I've stayed consistent. I've been able to get the books. I've listed the books, and sales have started to come in, which is a very good thing for me to be able to say I've stayed consistent. But it's also a little scary because my goal is to hit $10,000 in revenue by the end of this challenge. And if you've seen my numbers, that's very unlikely to happen, which I knew was unlikely when I started the challenge. Even getting 100 books a week, it was going to be pretty unlikely to hit that goal, especially because the way the calculator spreadsheet for the challenge works starts estimating sales starting week 2. But in reality, you're not going to be shipping those books off until the end of the week 1, so they're not going to start selling until about the middle of week 3. I knew already I would be a week behind in sales from what this sheet would tell me. Now, the good thing is that I'm not worried at all about hitting the $10,000 revenue mark a few weeks after that. I know that's going to happen. And even better than that, I'm very sure I'm going to hit that $10,000 profit mark, which is the biggest reason for doing this challenge, the most rewarding part. By the end of a year's time, just from the books I've listed through this challenge, as long as I remain consistent for the rest of these 4 weeks. So it's exciting and it's a little bit scary. We'll see what the revenue numbers actually are at the end of this challenge. But let me show you my numbers real fast for week 8, and then I'll get into my current revenue numbers up until the end of week 8 of the challenge. So week 8 was the week that I was the sickest. That's the week I had family in town and all of that good stuff going on. So I wasn't expecting to actually even hit 100 books this week, but luckily I was able to, and I was actually able to do it in 3 days. I spent 10 hours, so it was about a little over 3 hours each of those days. Came back with 106 books, and as fate would have it, if last week was my biggest week yet as far as books I got in profit, this week, of course, is going to be my smallest week yet. So of the 106 books, total list price was $1,755, and estimated profit was $684, making it the lowest week. But I don't care about that. I did it in 3 days. I got the 100 books. I reached that point. I stayed consistent, and it's profit nonetheless. Is putting me closer towards that goal. So the numbers weren't great, but I still hit the 100 books, so I'm happy with that. So my revenue at the end of week 8 was a little over $3,400. And I am cash flow positive now. That happened, I believe, at the end of week 7. I finally became cash flow positive. I was profitable, I think it was somewhere from week 5 or week 6, but finally became cash flow positive in the end of week 7, very beginning of week 8, something like that. So revenue has slowed down a little bit. Sales always go up and down. There was a really high sales week a couple weeks ago. It's dipped down a little bit since then. I think some books went active just a couple days ago, and that made a spike in sales again because a lot of books went active because the shipment showed up. So sales always go up and down. I'm still happy with this number. My turn rate is still extremely high, which is good. This is going to carry on the momentum, and hopefully the sales will continue to climb. So $3,400 I'm happy with so far, and I'll let you know what it is in week 9. So just a quick update for week 8. I hope your guys' week 9 goes well, and I'll fill you in on what happened for me next week.